So you are so close to the finish line now, you must be able to sort of touch it. How many days have you got left?
I think I finish on Tuesday. So today is, we always record this day early, don't we? So it's a Friday. So I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But at the weekend, I don't show drawings. I just do sketchbook stuff anyway.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, so close. So I think, and as you know, I think I'm pretty much there. I
That's
think
what you said last time, isn't it? You
yeah. So
found your style.
well, I found a style. I'll still develop, obviously,
Yeah,
and
well,
morph and stuff. But I found a way I do like drawing, so that is good. Um, so next week, it's probably, I still haven't framed up a picture. You suggested framing a picture,
yeah.
so I'm going to do that next week. So I'll show everybody that. So that will probably be Monday. I'll frame something up, and then Tuesday I might just do a flip through of everything. So just to show what I've done over the past 60 days.
Do you know, I also think, Tara,
Yeah.
what you should do, because they are lovely, all of your drawings, and I think they deserve a page on the website, either on ours or an Etsy, or on your, maybe an Etsy, and just, put them up for sale because they're lovely bits of work. Why not?
Well, some of them I would perhaps, but not
Yeah.
all of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
well, you
need to.
should.
Yeah.
Because you've said to me in the past, haven't you? You're not your own best judge of what's good and
No,
what
I'm not.
isn't. So there are some you're like, oh, I'm not keen, and I'm like, I love that one.
Yeah.
So you're best doing what most artists do is not saying anything about whether you like it or not. You just
Pick
put
it
it
up.
out there because somebody will love it.
Yeah.
So and now you've got enough work. You've got a body of work. If nothing, even if you hadn't found your style, you've certainly got which you have, obviously, but if you hadn't, you've now got a body of work that you can put somewhere and say, right, okay, if anybody likes this. I mean, I think they're so quirky and it's so different. And the thing about, I always said, portraits are hard to sell because who wants a face that they don't know? But what's good about yours is that they're obviously not really meant to be anyone in particular. They're more sort of characterful. They're not meant to be someone.
Yeah, they
They're
could be, I
said something
suppose.
if they could
Yeah.
be. I
Yeah.
mean, Paul once bought a print of somebody sitting on the end of a bed, and he bought it because he said it reminded him of me. And what she's got is she's got her head down and her hair all like this,
Yeah.
and you could sort of think,
Yeah.
So, and yours are the sort of similar thing where it could remind someone of someone, but yeah, that's definitely
Yeah.
worth thinking about.
Yeah, because I think we're going to have quite a bit of time on our hands, obviously, at the
Yeah,
moment. So
yeah,
I don't think I'm going to rush that. I think I'm just going to. I've got a nice big scanner now because as you know, my printer broke. So I
yeah,
had to get a new printer. So I thought, well, I might as well get one because I needed an A3 printer that also scans A3. So
yeah.
I've got a nice big scanner. So I'll scan a few in. I'll probably get round to making like an Etsy store or a. I've already got a Fine Art America that I put some of the women on. But yeah, just something to sell some prints, maybe. I think
I
and the
think it's such
option
a good
to
idea.
yeah.
Yeah.
And in case anybody's looking into this, because there was a couple of people on Instagram who were trying to do the same thing. They were going to use this time to try and maybe market, or even if not market, to prepare their artwork.
Yeah.
And and they
You're
didn't
talking about this
know.
isolation period.
Yes. So they didn't know. They thought to get prints done, they were going to have to basically buy like Giclées or whatever, the
Yeah.
high quality prints, and then they were going to have to like sell them when they got them, which is obviously how you do it, but your art is quite high end, I would say, as in, yeah, it is.
Well, I don't know. I'll let everyone make their own mind up about
Yeah,
that.
but you know what I mean, it's like you need to get the colors dead on yours.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I
Yeah,
have to. Yeah.
because it's realism. I guess
Well,
that's what
yeah.
I'm
I mean,
trying to say more. It's
I can't make my own prints. I have
yeah.
to take mine to be professionally photographed and scanned and all the rest of it because of that. Whereas, if if I didn't have to match something absolutely identically and do a Giclée, then obviously that's a lot of people do that at home, don't they? A
Well,
lot
no,
of
you
people.
don't even have to do it at home. What if you can scan it yourself at home or photograph it well?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I've found that there's a company called Printful that will link to Etsy. I haven't tried it yet, but you can link them so that someone can order from through Etsy, and
Yeah.
then Printful will automatically do it for you, which
Oh,
I thought,
wow, that's good.
Yeah,
And
so
Fine Art
obviously
America, I believe, are the same, aren't they?
they don't
They
link to Etsy though, but obviously you can do it through
no,
Fine Art America instead.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I mean. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
another
So
option.
and
Yeah,
Fine Art America also, if you pay a little bit, I think it's about £30 or $30, you can also have your own sort of website.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
as
you
well.
you sent me I got a lovely little well actually I went to the door and at the moment I don't know about anyone that's watching but when we get deliveries the postman is literally throwing the post down the driveway and running or the delivery man is just leaving it somewhere and you kind of stumble upon the post and anyway the other day I noticed a parcel outside my front door, and I was a little bit glum that day. And it's not like me to be glum, is it, Tara? It really isn't.
No,
But
you're
I was a bit
annoyingly
glum.
chirpy. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think Tara and we spoke, didn't we? And you were like, oh, thank God you're normal. Anyway, 2 days later, I had this little parcel on my doorstep, and in it was some Neocolour too, which I've been saying for ages I'd like to try. So I was so
Yeah.
excited. It really cheered me up.
But I bet you've burnt them now, haven't you? Because they're like wax
No,
crayons.
I
No?
know. I'm going to try them. I'm going to try
Yeah.
them definitely. I
I'm
really.
sure you're actually going to burn them, though. I'm sure you're not going to like
No.
them.
If they were not water soluble, probably I
Yeah.
would. But as
Yeah.
I can blend them. You see, I like things I can blend. So I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to trying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to trying this.
Good.
See, see what I can do. But
So we're going to have to do some new calls soon, aren't we? Or just organise something else to do. Maybe we'll start talking through your Felicity Fizz.
oh, I need to give her a voice, won't I?
Yeah.
Oh, what would she sound like?
I
Drunk,
know.
probably, slurring her words all the time.
Just like you, really. Yeah.
Do you know what I think's happened? I
What?
think you've been so busy doing this find your own art style thing. Maybe I've
Hmm.
thought, do you know what? I'm bored. Tara's always doing that, and now I've got nothing to do. So I've been just accidentally finding a little
Find
style
your
of my
style.
own,
There you go.
a
Yeah.
little cartoon style.
So we
Yeah,
need to swap, and I need to
yeah,
start
maybe.
questioning you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
we'll
funny.
see. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so what are the plans for your final? I mean, you said about framing and everything like that. Your final week, basically, you're not going to be specifically doing videos then on drawings because you don't need to now. You've got where you
No,
want to be.
no.
So
I must admit as well, I am starting to find the videos a little bit of a chore because, I, and I hate to say that, but and if you've noticed, they've got much simpler. They started off and it'd be like, oh, here's my materials that I'm going to use. Now it's just like, ER, it's it's just a camera pointing at my drawing. Take it or leave it.
it's a
And
long-winded process making a video, isn't it? It
it is,
really is. Of
yeah,
course, we've got our Art Kick Sunday videos, haven't we? Which we do. And they've evolved. I mean, they're a mixture of really complicated videos which we knit together, and there's two of us, or there's some of them are much simpler. You can't always,
yeah.
just be videoing all the time. Otherwise, you'd never get round to the drawing, would you?
No, it's
But
amazing. Like it's like you do the drawing, but then you think, oh well, now I've got 2 hours of editing.
that's the
Have it,
thing, isn't it?
yeah, yeah,
It's a bit like a podcast, isn't it? I mean, we've got the podcast, and I think a lot of people just think, oh, you just chat away on a phone, and then you just record it, and then you put it up. But it's the stuff afterwards that's the hard bit, isn't it? It's
yeah,
the editing and putting it together. So a lot of work goes into everything, and it's
yeah,
really great that you've shared this whole process as much as you have with everyone. And I think anybody who hasn't yet discovered this and is only discovering it maybe today when they watch maybe this is a good time for them to go back to your first video and do the process alongside because, you know, everyone at the moment is stuck indoors. We're not allowed out. What can you do? You can either just sink into some corner with a can of Heineken or a bottle of wine,
That's if you can
or
get
you
any.
if you can get any, or you can think, okay, no, I'm going to do something with this time. I'm going to make something good come out of it. And I think this is the perfect time to
Yeah,
to do that. And
definitely.
your kind of videos are great because they're daily. It's every day. It's a lot of people just do once a week, like our Arctic Sundays are once a week, but this is something you can follow along daily. So I think that's what makes this perfect timing, even though obviously when you started this we had no idea this was coming up.
No.
This was a bit of a shock to everybody, isn't it? So
Yeah. I think
yeah,
what will be weird will be looking back in a year's time
yeah.
when we're still sitting here and we're not allowed out. No, not really. Hopefully not.
Don't say that.
No, I know. But we'll be
If that
looking
happens,
back.
Tara, we just have to have a permanent link so that
Yeah.
we're just in each other's houses all the time.
Oh God, I don't think I can face that. But yeah, that'll be interesting to look back and see if I'm
Yeah,
still doing things the same or,
yeah,
or not. Yeah, be interesting. Yeah.
yeah. It would be very interesting, actually, maybe at some point in a couple of months to just have uh,
Catch
maybe
up.
a one-off catch-up video and see what's happened since.
Yeah.
How many millions you've made and
Oh yeah. And how fat we both are from eating and sitting. Yeah.
that's the trouble, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like, what do you do? I mean, my dog, I walked him yesterday and I must have walked him for about an hour and a half. Normally I'd take him out for about 45 minutes. I was like, right, where else can I go? Where can I go? Poor thing, he's going to have a limp after all this.
Oh.
All right, well,
Right.
well done. And we going to catch up one final time, aren't we, at the end of your after Tuesday and just have a chat and
Yeah,
yeah,
sometime next week. Yeah.
and then that will be it.
Yes. Farewell.
All right, then I'll speak to you
Bye.
later.
See ya. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get updates on what's happening with the Find Your Art Style experiment. We also create a video every Sunday called Art Kick Sunday, so make sure you check out that playlist too.